What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 East Asian AI only battle. It's been great so far. I hope you guys have been enjoying it, and it's another episode today. We've managed to make it through 50 turns every episode so far. I don't know if we'll get that today, as we get towards 200 anyway. But we'll see. Maybe we will. It depends how close we are. But last turn, Japan did adopt order, so another ideology. I think order's winning. We'll have a look and check. Or not winning, but got the most. And China did lose their original capital. Well, Tang China lost their capital. But I'm not sure who is doing too well ideology-wise. Let's have a look. 4 for order, 3 freedoms, and 2 autocracies. But they've all got... Oh, no. Freedom is the only one where everyone's content at the moment. So there you go. It's not sorted by tourism, I guess, so that makes sense. But yeah, that's what happened. Beijing, pretty big pickup for Mongolia there. And yeah, we'll get right into it. So, see it next term. But while we're here, if you are a regular on the channel, be appreciated if you could turn on your notifications. That would be nice. I don't know, you don't have to, but if you want to, that would be pretty cool. I think that would help. I think that's supposed to help the channel quite a bit if you do that. So that would be appreciated. And obviously, we'll save the rest till the end. But I mean, if you want to leave a like already, then that helps as well if you're a regular. If you're completely new here, probably wait and see if you actually like it first. I'm not going to ask for too much. Right, there we go. What's happened here? Who is Narata? I think that is Burma, isn't it? The World's Congress has expanded its infrastructure. What is going on? Is it Burma? Yes, it is Burma. Okay, I don't know why I was so focused on this one bubble. But there you go. Burma has entered the modern era. What else we got? Burma has also gone for the order ideology. So that's the 5th order civ. Also, their capital is now at 29. Was it always that big? That seems a lot. Oh my goodness, this one's at 33. What the heck? They were not this big the whole time, were they? What's going on? Anyway, we've got big wars in the west. We've got People's Republic of China and the Xia. Okay, that's not so big. I mean, it's still really big, but obviously this China is going to really struggle to get through here. So we'll see how that goes. And delegate-wise, there's nothing going on. Okay, we'll skip the vote for now. We'll see what happens. But we can't vote, so we'll just skip over that. And straight away, this China does peace out, and that actually saves Ming. They were in trouble a little bit, and yeah, now these units are going to have to come up this way. The Xia could be successful here, but this is going to be a real mess. Ton of units, very small space. But Chiang Kai-shek's China did just enter the modern era, so that's something for them. They still have some random cities across the map. They have this one, which obviously now, sadly, Ming should have probably stayed in this, but I think Nanjing maybe was a bit under threat. It's maybe a good move to peace out for now. They did lose their islands, which is a shame, but they're still not terrible. They've got plenty of land still. So yeah, if they can stay at peace for a while, rebuild, that'd be good. Their biggest problem was the lack of units, so hopefully they rebuild. And Siam has adopted the order ideology. And what did the World's Congress just do? I don't know, but at the moment, you can see there's no happiness from Citrus, and there's increased generation of great writers, artists, and musicians. So there you go. That's what's going on over there for now. I know everyone seems to be a real fan base building for Japan, which is nice. I picked them, and they seem to be doing quite well. Everyone wants to see them become like a naval empire. They do have a lot of boats, but Korea's got a pretty good navy too. I mean, Liao here's got a fairly good one. They're the main civs really that are on the coast, at least in the northern part of the map. I mean, Ming has finally got some coastal cities, so they might rebuild. New Siam could certainly get some boats out. Burma could certainly have a navy as well in particular. I mean, Siam does as well, but it's obviously trapped back here. And China, no idea which one, but I'm guessing it is... No, if it's China, it must be this one. I think all 3 are called China on that page for some reason. One China is gone order. Second China that went order. Oh no, Tang is Tang. Okay, so it was one of the 2 Chinas, and I think they've both done it recently, so I don't know which one's which, but they both went order, so it doesn't matter at all. But I think this one was first, and I think this one just picked one, but that could be wrong. Maybe the other way. Actually, more likely to probably be the other way around. There are some huge cities. I don't remember them being this big last episode, but there you go. What's the biggest right now? Siam's capital, New Siam's capital at 34. Seoul of South of Korea, and Shanghai from China both at 31, and then Rangoon of Burma at 30, 29 for Sichuan of the Xia, and then a bit of a drop to 26 for the next biggest, which is from the Champa. But yeah, there's some huge cities. I mean, this one is growing very quickly at 34. I guess there's a lot of probably just having to work a lot of these sea tiles that just give food. So that makes sense. Mao Zedong has entered the modern era. I thought it said industrial era, but actually modern era is in front of the industrial era, and they have their red guard, which I believe are rifleman replacements. But there we go. Or musketman replacements, maybe. That's not too much from this war yet. Mao's China's pushing in, but I mean, with a worker in the front lines, I mean, that is bold tactics. Bold. Maybe they just captured this. That might be it. I'll let them off. They might have just stolen it, and now it's sort of waiting to go home. We'll let them off. But yeah, here this is just going to be, like I said, this could be a lot of dead units. I don't think there's going to be an obvious winner. But we'll see. Could be a real mess. That's for sure. That is like the main thing. I know there is some wars going on down here against the Khmer, but they're actually set up with their religion to be really strong defensively. They have the Great Wall as well. Artillery's not been discovered by anyone yet, so they're pretty safe. So yeah, these guys are going to be really strong defensively. Although this city is beginning to fall. This would be quite a nice take for the Shan states. They've been very quiet. I feel like I picked them for some reason. I think I picked them in the series that crashed. That's why. I keep getting confused. Maybe I didn't pick Japan. Maybe I'm getting completely muddled up. But there you go. And one of the Siams... Oh, they do actually have artillery. Never mind. I was wrong. Sorry. This Siam does have artillery. Apologies. Some of the cities are have now got the modern looking buildings. And there we go. The Shan states does capture this city. So that's pretty good for them. They actually look fairly good. They kind of blend in with this sort of beige colour. So maybe... Not looking at them too much. And they get a peace deal too. So yeah, not great for the Khmer. They now have two cities that are very far apart. I'm sure someone else will conquer them at some point. Guessing maybe Burma or Siam will get this. Or New Siam could actually get both. That would be really good. Most wonders. This has not changed too much. But Mao still leads the way with 10. See, we have been keeping on track of those. Keeping an eye on who gets what. Okay, none of these islands falling just yet. Look how much their border... They must be making a lot of culture, Burma, because this city wasn't settled too long after, and it's not had the same sort of explosive border growth. I guess maybe it's also a lot of Burma... No, I mean, maybe, like, where they would have grown this way is obviously getting channeled over here, maybe. Right, Korea has declared war on Tang China, so this city may fall to them. Mongolia is almost certainly going to get this one. So that'll be the first civ to be completely eliminated. Unless I've forgotten somebody. In which case I feel bad. Sorry. And what do we got? Ming has peaced out with the Jia. And they just got Great War Infantry. So that's pretty good as well. It's only turn 160. I think quick speed is on. So that's playing into it. Obviously deity difficulty as well. Makes it a bit easier for the AI to get there. Oh, there is. Oh, Japan is still attacking Ming. Oh, okay. I didn't know that was still going on. But Ming all of a sudden has submarines, so that's quite a... That's definitely an advantage. I don't think there's some ironclads, but no one else has submarines. So they're going to be... Yeah, they're going to be just wrecking frigates and land units in the water as well. They're not going to be having a good time. So Ming using technology to turn the tide a little bit here. And I think a city did just fall. Yeah, it was this one. Guangzhou falls to Mongolia. Tang China... Oh, they probably won't be fully eliminated. Because I think complete kills is on. But I can obviously kill them off in the break. Although actually they pieced out. There is a settler here. I don't know if there's anywhere for it to go. I'm just looking at the map. The only land left is a tiny sliver here. And this bit here. That's it by the look of it. There's nowhere else. There's a bit in the Philippines. There's one tile. But yeah, Mongolia piecing out with Tang China. The Jia complete 2 wonders in a turn. That is quite impressive. And they have planes. What the heck? Where did that come? I mean, fair enough with the wonders, by the way. These 3 cities are all pretty big, so all pretty good. Ton of farms around them. But yeah, they get the Statue of Liberty and the Eiffel Tower. That's pretty cool to get those at the same time. And then, who is it? Is this New Siam? Yeah, New Siam grabs Broadway out of nowhere. So these civs are really ramping up the technology. Like, there's artillery, Great War Infantry... The Champa opting for archaeologists. They've obviously hit that path where there's like 5 different techs of the modern era. Some are getting planes, some are getting artillery, some are getting archaeologists. And oil, I think. If you get the archaeology one, it does mean you do discover the oil. But obviously all the civs with planes have done that too. But you can see Shan states also have planes. Burma also just grabbed a new city down here. Another one to build from. Don't think that hurts at all. Does anyone else have planes in the east? In particular, obviously we saw the Jia have a couple now, which is not good news for Chiang Kai-shek's China. another thing he has to worry about. But yeah, no one else with planes just yet anyway. So the rest of the world, save out foot cramps. Why is that happening? Ow. Arched my foot too much under the desk. Ow. Fun times. You always forget there's like, I'm not just like a, well, I'm sure you don't forget, I am a real person that's just sat here. But yeah, just, real life is still going on while you make videos. It's sometimes weird feeling. How is this capital so small? I guess mountains aren't useful, I guess, and hills. 9 population. And Liao has gone for order. I mean, again, they're not great, but they've got a good population. It's very dense, but we'll see what they get up to. Oh, I forgot to change this. Right. I did say I'd fix the submarine thing, and I completely forgot. So, let me figure out how to do this again. Paint. It's hidden under here somewhere. Your land. What the heck is this? Africa. Oh, it's tile sets. Okay. I was like, how was all for these? Like, just place a whole of Europe somewhere. Right. Your land. Here we go. On that. Boom. Okay, there we go. So now no one can get that tile. Sorry, Mongolia, you've lost 1 desert tile, but it doesn't yield anything. It's okay. I was supposed to put mountains and a submarine back in this corner, but I did forget. So there we go. We're lucky. The game didn't just end. It could have been a disaster. But I'm not at war with Mongolia, so I'm pretty sure we're safe. It was just that, who was it who came and hunted me down? I think it was Liao, because I moved them, because they initially spawned like where this city is actually. So I moved them over here. China does have a lot of units just sort of dispersed. I mean, I don't know how long Korea will leave them around, but there we go. An embargo the Khmer being voted on. Well, the Shan states proposed that. That makes sense. They were at war. Right, big peace deal. Did anything switch hands? No. The Shah didn't get anything. Neither did Mao, which is good, really, because they shouldn't be getting anything. So fair enough. What's next? Who's going to do the next big thing? What is the next big thing? What's going to happen? We might actually be on track. I'm not sure exactly of the time. No, I don't think so, but it's okay. I might just make the episodes longer to try and just keep it up. Obviously, it's not going to work eventually. Actually, you have to give up at some point, or they'll be like too long. We'll see. The Khmer complete the Prora. The Shan states, Siam and Mao declaring war on the Xia. Now, Siam does not matter at all, and neither do the Shan states, actually, although this city maybe, but probably not. And Mao, again, I don't know if this will go too great. This should be another bloodbath. And I'm sure Mongolia is actually getting really interested seeing all these neighbours fighting each other. Sure, they're considering it, hopping in, but Mongolia actually just declared war on Liao. Wow, they're really starting to stretch and wrap around the coast. I did not see this. This is huge. We'll keep an eye on this. This could have some really big impacts. I'm going to stay focused. Burma joins against the Xia. That doesn't matter. The Champa, again, it's that city. And the Shan. Oh, it was New Siam. Sorry. Well, now both of them are at war with the Xia anyway. There is units here, but this city maybe falls. But like it's very difficult, right? There's 4 mountains in the 6 adjacent tiles. It's really difficult. I mean, Liao actually went after them, which is a bit brave, because you're now fighting Mongolia and the Xia. And the Xia are not struggling. I don't think the Xia will struggle too much. They're pieced out with this China, and that's what matters. And Mongolia's busy, so you're probably fine. So yeah, Liao, though, this could be rough. If Mongolia grabs, particularly this city looks really nice. And also, they just got Beijing and Guangzhou as well. Mongolia could come out of this looking really good. And I don't know, Korea is there. I don't know if they are involved or what they're doing, but Korea's here. So maybe if they join in, this coastline could definitely be under threat. Korea really needs to take some of this. I mean, obviously, Korea's got a good future ahead. There's 4 sort of random cities here from different civs. They can pick off one at a time to add to their empire. They will have to deal with Japan still. But, it looks like Japan's focused more on coming down this way, following their island chain path that they've already gone on. But yeah, Ming still have a huge advantage, submarines and now planes. So finally, I think all that land is starting to benefit Ming, because they must have some oil, some other good resources. Yeah, this huge size that they managed to accrue off only 4 cities, really. I mean, this one they already had most of this land when they settled this one, so it's quite impressive. But yeah, they have a huge amount of land, so they could do really well off of what they have. And like you said, now like I said, they're getting better technologies now. Those submarines, I'm sure some other civs maybe have at least 1 submarine now. Maybe not. I mean, looking around, doesn't look like it. But obviously for them, that's huge. They even have an aircraft carrier. Oh my goodness. The techs are scaling up really quickly. I will play with the settings for the next game, which is probably not going to be too far away, guys. It's probably going to be like a week away, a week and a half. I don't have what the next one is planned. It'll probably be another mini one like this, because you can just do more with them. It's not as big as a commitment series-wise. So it will probably be another one like this. Region-wise, I'm thinking, in my mind, I obviously want to do something between India and the Middle East, because that's like the main part of Asia we had to miss with this map. But I want to kind of do like a scenario that focuses on the Middle East. Now I haven't looked at all the maps in this map pack. Hopefully there is one that fits that. But like sort of an area that has like northern Egypt, or not, Egypt and just parts of North Africa, Turkey, maybe up to Constantinople in the top sort of corner of the map, and then coming across to like where Persia is, maybe the western side of India, but not all of India. Something like that would be a really cool map, I think, as well. And obviously we can do stuff like North, South America. We could do Europe with city-states. I think something I want to do as well, because we can probably fit in the city-states on maps like these, because it allows you to make sure they're only true start location and stuff, which would help as well. So we'll have something cool coming up after this one. There's actually a few ideas for once now that someone, I can't believe, thank you so much to whoever it was that told me this map pack to use, because it's been very useful. Here we go. We have Chiang Kai-shek's China v. the Khmer. Actually, they do border each other here. And as this China pieced out with everyone else, and now everyone else is attacking the Shah, they could get this city, and that would be quite a nice little pickup. Right in the middle of the map, almost. Actually, it's weird. This map's very not weirdly shaped. There's a big amount of water. The centerpiece of the map, this is like the middle tile, somewhere like here, is bang in the middle. Actually, this city is probably perfectly settled in the middle tile. If you counted it by numbers, it would be in this sort of zone. Just looking up here, like down the middle is on this coastline, and then left to right, yeah, about here's in the middle. Don't know why that matters, just interested me. Ming did manage to hold off all the units that were attacking this city. Mongolia's turns are progressively getting slower, which is always scary. I'm just gonna save every now and then. Don't know why, but they are getting seemingly a little bit slower, but that's okay. We're not going to blame them. Right, Korea should eliminate Tang China almost, right? They're still going to be here. But yeah, I can actually kill off all their units in the in-game editor. I mean, we may as well do it while we're here. It's not that time consuming. Pretty cool. More behind the scenes access for you guys. There you go, China. Tang China, I think the first civ actually to be eliminated. Big apologies if I've forgotten somebody. But I do think they are the first civ to be fully eliminated from this game. So sorry to them. I'm trying to think of other civs we could have fitted in, but I think this has actually been pretty good. I think balancing's been great. Don't think anyone had too much of an unfair start. Maybe we could have dropped one of these civs to give all these guys a hand. Like the other ones would have been better off if we had one less. But all round, I don't think it's been a huge problem. The only other one, I think we could have had like vanilla Japan in, just as that's the other one. That's the easiest like option without having to find another mod that was working at the time perfectly. Like we could have just had two Japans, right? New Japan, old Japan, similar to what we did with Siam. But there we go. Let me quickly kill off Tang China because they are officially dead. Now this doesn't always. I think you need to remember to click the right button. Don't crash, game. Don't crash. Delete units. Right, please don't end the game. No, it actually ended. Oh no. Why did it do this? Doesn't normally. Oh, for God's sake. We'll do a little edit here. I've got new editing software. I can just cut straight back in now. It's gonna be a piece of cake as long as I don't forget. Okay, well we won't do that. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. Leave it. Maybe it's not the kill units. I think maybe it's the kill civ button. Maybe that's the one I need to press. I don't know. But we'll leave it for now and I'll do it in the break. Until then, Tang China's units will walk around. If these are... I guess it's kind of a new element, isn't it? We've got like some refugee sort of settlers. We'll see. Maybe they will find the last tile. Sadly, they're going to arrive and Burma is literally just blocking it off. Which is really sad. The other tiles are all gone now. Mongolia grabbed them and I took one. And they could escape to Japan, actually. But obviously Korea might kill a few units on the way over. I mean, this settler is out in the open. Although at the moment they're pretty safe within Ming's territory. Oh, we went back in time by a turn. But there we go, Korea. Grabbed this city. China didn't get it back. We're obviously one turn behind. But that's okay. We're back now. We're all good. I need to get used to editing more stuff anyway. Because I'm going to try and make some cool, more one-off sort of style. Not even one-off, but, you know, sort of... I don't know. different styled videos that require a bit more editing, just to see what I can do, see some different stuff. So yeah, that'll be fun. I hope you guys are enjoying the little thing that pops up at the start of the episode. I'm not saying that's difficult to make. That is literally a built-in thing, but still, I don't know. It's something new. I don't know. It lets you know what episode you're on. Hopefully that helps. We'll see. Yeah, there we go. So Korea did peace out with Tang China, so maybe there's hope their settler finds its way to Japan and they settle. I mean, I'm not sure Japan would leave them alive for a while, but there we go. Until then, they are wandering without a home. Hopefully they'll find one, or if not, I'll just remove them next time we have a cut or a break. But there we go. Dongjing, the westernmost city of Liao, does fall to Mongolia. Meanwhile, I think the Xia are doing fine. There's a bit of damage going on over here, and this city is slowly dropping a little bit. Obviously, a lot of planes here will be helping for the Shan states, and now Mao's got planes too, as do Mongolia. Yeah, we'll see. But Mongolia, great turn here, adding another city, and they're actually starting to wrap around the Xia, which will prevent them from expanding. And Ming will be starting to get quite concerned that it is now Mongolia bordering them to the north, and not Liao, who weren't as intimidating. So we'll see how this ends up. Not looking good. Although Liao actually gets it back, they're not giving in. They're not giving up just yet. I mean, they still probably have really good production in their two main cities here on the coast, 24 and 21. They just keep churning out units, doing everything they can to stay alive. Maybe if their trade is going into the ocean as opposed to inland where Mongolia might kill them, they might be okay. But they do lose that city again, and there is now plenty of planes assisting, which is a bit, cruel on the Liao, who don't have their own planes. It's going to be quite difficult to fight back. There we go. We're halfway to turn 200. I'm not sure we'll quite make it all the way this time, sadly, but we'll see. We'll see where we're at the 30-minute mark. I think some of the other two episodes have been like 35 minutes. So if we're really close, we can go for it, I guess. And then we'll have a look at some of the info addicts and stuff maybe next time. And then from turn 200, we'll probably have... We won't be able to do it again. Like, there's no way we can get through another 50 in an episode. But there we go. Burma and Ming have peaced out, and that's fairly important. They both have cities in the Philippines, and Ming held on to theirs. Yeah, nothing too bad happening, so that's all good. It all worked out for those guys, I guess. Just a nice little peace deal. Mongolia, is your turn gonna work? Yep, there we go. People with the pointiest sticks. Just about Mongolia in the lead. The Shan states, who again are not getting much attention over in that far corner, in second. They're pretty much neck and neck. Then it's a bit of a drop-off to the Champa in third. New Siam in fourth. Wow, the Southeast Asian nations really coming up all of a sudden. 3 of them in the top 4. Mao then sits in 5th. Korea in 6th. Ming in 7th. Chiang Kai-shek's China 8th. Old Siam in 9th. Burma 10th. The Xia are actually only in 11th, so they're obviously being ground down by everybody. Japan then sits in 12th, and there's a big drop-off to some of the smaller remaining civs, the Khmer and Liao. Also, there's me, and there's Tang China, who are finished. They're eliminated. They're done, I'm afraid. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I was surprised by that. The Champa, Shan, and New Siam, who all border each other as well in this area, with the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th biggest militaries. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of Champa units there, and Shan units. Problem is, they're all fighting, the Xia, which is not necessarily a problem, but it's not an easy one. Oh, Korea, how are you going to do that? Okay, well, Korea is going to pile on the misery for Liao. They join in. They don't seem quite prepared for this, but I guess they're going to probably go for this city first, which is not the right move. You should definitely... There's hardly any units here. Like, you should be trying to steal these coastline cities, get some help from Mongolia. When they siege it down low, you sneak in through the water, which is pretty undefended. But we'll see. I'm sure they've got time to get involved. And Old Siam, still down here, just doing their thing, completes the Kremlin. So that's a nice little wonder for them. Right, Shan states. Yeah, no. Yeah, this city it's in the yellow. Maybe someone gets it. It doesn't actually matter who. For once, there's no real border gore issues with this one. So I'm all for whoever gets it. If it goes to Mao or to the Shan states or to the Champa, they all work. They can all get there. Works for me. Be an interesting dynamic, because if Mao's China gets it, he then borders both of these two. But if one of these gets it, obviously it cuts the other one off. So it would be quite interesting. See what happens. Now the Xia, the We did see them fairly sort of low. I mean, I say low. I think they were 7th or 8th. No, I think 8th or 9th on that list of biggest military, which is not great because there's only 14 civs left. But they're defending fine. You know, none of the cities are particularly in trouble. Obviously, this one is in a little bit of trouble, but the main ones are fine. I don't know how this one's doing. Is it? Yeah, this one's being left alone, so that's okay. And Mongolia not quite making much progress against these cities just yet, and Korea's only just moving in on this one. So we'll see who takes what. If Liao, I reckon they might be the next civ to go, I'm afraid. I think Mongolia doesn't genuinely show much mercy. They're just pushing in with more units. There is an artillery here that will be keeping them alive for a bit longer, but not much longer. We'll see how that goes. Anything new for Japan? Oh, Ming actually nearly got their city back by the look of it, but Japan for now is putting up a good fight. But yeah, Ming definitely has a tech advantage. They have battleships all of a sudden. Oh my goodness. And all these submarines again. That is going to be really making it difficult. Japan has finally got a few submarines, but none of them near the action. Yeah, Ming now looks like the dominant naval civ, so this could get very messy. And they have a treasure fleet. Great person. I don't know what exactly that does. Could be really useful. Might not be. But there you go. They got one. So we'll see what it does. See if it helps. Also, Korea. We don't want to miss any new cities. They just grabbed Daegu on this island. I think that was already pretty deep into their territory, but another one. And Seoul is now at 37 pop. So much is changing in such a short space of time. Yes, Seoul is now the biggest city in the world. Then the new Siam capital, Phra Nakhon, at 36. Shanghai is now up to 33. So a bit of space opening between the biggest cities in the world. Burma's Rangoon has only gone up by 1 in the same time to 31. And the Jar city is actually still the same size at 30. So the top 5, bit of a shuffle. And world religion, Buddhism. I don't know, how is Buddhism? Okay, no, there's actually a really close religious race. Buddhism is one of 3 tied for 2nd place. Taoism will probably start to fade away now that China's gone. But yeah, these 4 are still pretty close. So see how they do. 11s, and then one of them was just ahead on 14. Korea, important thing to note is all their cities are really good. Like, I know Seoul is amazing, but Busan here is at 28. You know, that was only just off of that list. Hangzhou here is at 21. And Incheon here is at 24. So Korea's got some great cities, and they're going to add this smaller one here. And I didn't miss it, or I did, sorry. Japan losing a city. Ming with a comeback. It looks like they now have that tech advantage, and it's really starting to work for them. Maybe the comeback is on for Ming. And there is a ton of fighting going on over here. It is a bloodbath with all these units. I don't even know if I can look at it without... I don't want it to crash. Which feels weird, because this is not the biggest game I've ever done by a million miles. But it feels a bit weird when I just scroll over. Scrolling over lots of units is never good. So we'll let them fight it out. Once the cities are being sieged, we'll keep an eye on it. For now, we'll keep our focus on this city here. I think this is the most important city that might fall. Despite all the units dying in sort of central China, it is that Jar city that's cut off in the mountains that might fall, if anything. So for now, we'll keep a focus here. Korea does need to steal this. Like, I'm just being honest. Korea really needs this. Mongolia, I think, probably have taken the lead in the end of last episode, and this one, obviously adding some more cities. Guangzhou, they took Beijing last time. So yeah, Korea desperately needing this, but it's Mongolia's turn now. I think, okay, yeah, so Korea has a chance. A tiny chance. They are going to grab the city in the north as well, but, you know, that's only 6 population. That's not as useful. I don't know if the frigate shoots the city, right, and the other frigate maybe moves in and shoots, then there's a chance one of the ironclads could get the job done. I mean, Mongolia gets it if they fail, so it's a one and done. Oh, now they have to kill that Great War infantry that's in the way. Actually, Mongolia doesn't really get it, right? This unit could... Yeah, no, Mongolia doesn't get it now, because no one can take it. Okay, so they've bought themselves an extra turn, Korea, actually. A bit of luck, but yeah, look, they weren't close enough. So Mongolia now, next turn, they have to do it. Like, they don't have a choice. Question is, Liao goes first, so who do they kill? And they still have a frigate to shoot. This Gatling gun will get a last chance to shoot somebody before it dies. This cannon can do a damage. The infantry can't really do much except it's going to die, but it's in the way. Korea does complete the Cristo Redentor Wonder, which is quite nice too. We'll hit next turn. Let me just check where we're up to with time. Okay, 28 minutes. You know what? We'll save on the info addicts. We'll just do a normal episode today. And we'll do the info addicts at turn 200. We'll just keep doing it like that. We're not going to quite make it through as many each time, but we'll do 200, 250. By 300, I do think we will, everyone will have, even the worst civs will be at the end of the tech tree, just judged on the current pace. So I'm not sure how far we're going to go with this one. We'll see how the action is, essentially. If there's lots going on, we'll keep going. If it gets to sort of those stalematey points, we'll probably stop. But there we go. Ming did peace out with Japan, and Korea missed out. Mongolia did get there first. I don't know what Korea did wrong. I wasn't looking, but they did grab this city. So, I mean, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, that's the disappointment, really. Mongolia is starting to look really good in the north this game. It's going to be scary. If for civs like Ming as well, this is going to be quite a daunting prospect. I think like the Xia, if they, they can still defend themselves. Mao's China can still defend themselves because they're quite tightly packed with tons of units. But Ming in particular, they're the civ that could fall. And then at that point, the floodgates really are open for Mongolia. This city is starting to be sieged out, although the Khmer now have their own planes. I think Chiang Kai-shek should grab this. And then the other city that's under threat is this one. It's still about halfway, but there's a chance it falls. And then down here, there isn't any wars actually going on between these nations at the moment. But yeah, for this episode, actually, it's turn 184. We'll give you one more. We'll finish on a nice number. But yeah, that will be it for this episode. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you are new to the channel. And I hope you've enjoyed the video if you are new. And of course, if you are already subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you did turn on the notifications for the channel. I think that really helps just push the channel to other people as well, so I'd really appreciate that. And yeah, let's just get through this final turn, see if anything crazy happens. New research agreement. I'm gonna guess, right? Who are we going for? It's actually really hard, I've realized. What is the chance? 14 civ. It's like 14 times 13, isn't it, the probability? So what, it's like 1 in 170 or something. I don't know, probably butchered that really bad. 150, I think, something like that. What is, I'm not even going to try to work it out. 12 times 12 is 144. So 14 times 13 is probably 160 or 70 something. I'm going to say Korea and Ming. China and Japan. Oh, that's not fair. I mean, I should have just said China. I didn't think about it. China and Siam would have been probability-wise the best because there's 2 Siams, there's 2 Chinas. That would have helped with the probabilities, but never mind, we didn't go for that. But that will be it for this episode. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.